Hello farmers and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. I am spreading some lime in field number 4. That's the field in the northwest corner. And just enough to finish. How about that? Perfect. All our fields up in here in the northern plateau are now limed. We just need to seed them today. But the one in the northeast I do need to plow. But while we're plowing that field, this T8 is going to be going ahead and grabbing the horse. And we're going to be planting some wheat everywhere for two reasons. One, the pigs probably are going to need some cereal crop at some point, and I don't want to take any more than what I already have in storage, so we're going to go ahead and plant wheat everywhere up here. Work is also going on in the northern. We are in the northern. The lower plateau. I'll spit it out. Yes, we are harvesting all the corn, and also the cotton harvester is going to town. The cotton is ready to be... Well, I'm used to saying picked, I guess, but it's actually just being harvested. But let's go ahead and park up this. But before we go ahead and get going on doing any work in the upper plateau, we're going to make some changes today. If I can park this up, no problem. I will go ahead and park this up next to the seed roll. I guess I could actually get them going, planting some wheat while I'm doing my other things here. Do I need to fill this up with lime? With fertilizer and or seed, or both is the question. Once I get this backed up. So I've also been kind of busy. You know what? That might be plenty for what we're going to be doing. Let me just make sure I go ahead and stick it on wheat. There we go. And why not just start right across the street here? That sounds like a good plan, does it not? We'll hire a worker for that. And somewhere in about there, you sir, or ma'am, go ahead and get that done. Let me jump out because the tractor I want next is right across the street. And it's still hooked up to a trailer, I do believe, from dropping off... what did we harvest and I put in here? I don't remember. Oh, it's corn. Yeah, we harvested corn. That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and park up this trailer. Because this T8 is getting sold. That's correct. We are selling this T8 right here. And we are going to replace it with a Claas tractor. That's right, ladies and gents. Today, the Platinum Edition came out. So, why not grab ourselves a different tractor? And it'll sure... I mean, it was fun for a while calling the T8 team, or whatever you were calling it, the dual T8s. But after a while, it can get kind of confusing and tiresome. So... let's go right on over here and see what I can get for this beast here. Just shy of 15 hours on the engine. Let's go ahead and pop in here. Repair, yes. And then sell. I do want to sell it. What am I getting for it? 132,000? That's fine. Let's head on down. So you can see we're planting seed here. Our cotton harvester is working here. My New Holland CR 1090 is already harvesting corn here. I did come over to the sugar factory and remove the sugar pallet, so I should be making more sugar. I took on a contract to cultivate this field here, and I'm probably going to wait because, well, we're doing corn here, so that means plow, cultivate, and whatever. And our sugar beets are also ready as well, but, you know, you can only do so much. Helper E is nearly... oh, that's... yeah, okay. It can wait. Let's go to large tractors. Why not? So we scroll on down here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think this one's probably more appropriate for the upper plateau. The 960, 920. The model numbers for Claas, I'm not really that good at. I'm not good at any of the numbers. But anywho, I think if we scroll into here, 325. If we went to the bigger engine, 445. What is with the engine on the T8 that's upgraded that we had? Isn't that like 460 on the... T8, yeah, 462. So it's pretty equivalent. Do I want to go, I mean, to the bigger class? I don't have that much cash on me to do that. I should have thought of that beforehand. I didn't realize that was going to be that much more. How much is that T8? So, yeah, 247. So I didn't get that much cash for the T8, did I? No, I did not. Well, we'll get some money at some point. I don't need that T8, but I think in the future, I was like, yeah, just jump on down here and buy it. I didn't realize it was going to be that much more expensive. What engine can I get in here? Engine setup. 530. Do I need that much? No, I don't need that much, I don't think. I think this one right here. So how much cash would I need? Well, we know I want the wide tires and the weights. 445. Do I want GPS? Do I really need GPS? Probably not. Wow, $357,000. That is expensive. All right, well, we'll see what happens there. But we should make some cash in a few places. So we got some sugar I could sell. But I'm waiting for that, see what that price does. Our horses, how did our horses do over? Oh, yeah, we're going to be selling some pigs today as well. So I could just sell the pigs and go ahead and get the cash from there later on. But actually, I need it now. Yes, I do. I did not plan this out that well. But then again, do I ever? No. Our combine stops. Let's bring this trailer into the field. We'll empty out our harvester. Then we'll steal the truck and we'll go grab our animal trailer and we'll go sell some pigs. We'll get $168,000, which should get us kind of close to what we need. Actually, it might still be short. But we'll go sell the pigs anyways because they're just about full. And I don't want to be losing any cash from the hogs. Actually, I'll just drop off the trailer and get it set. We'll put it there. Yes, I know this field needs plowing. Fire the worker for the time being. So those Claas, those are expensive little tractors. I just recorded the episode of Hazard County that you hopefully saw yesterday. So, yeah, and I bought a Claas Arion tractor there as well. Traded in my John Deere for that. So I hope I'm not getting any spoiler alerts there. Hopefully you saw the episode already. But if not, well, guess what? We sold the John Deere. And you'll see why we sold the John Deere if you haven't seen the episode already. All right, empty this guy out and get him back to harvesting. He should be able to harvest the rest of the field with no problem whatsoever. Meaning, if he gets another 60,000 liters of corn out of here, I'm not going to be too disappointed in that, but I'll be also shocked. Alright, let's go ahead, because, yeah, like I said, I didn't plan this through. I was hoping to get the Claas tractor and just bring up to the Northern Plateau and start plowing with it in field number 3, but that's not happening right now, is it? No. It's much more expensive. And here is our second load of pigs being sold back to the animal dealer. Let's get our $84,000, which will bring us still shy, like $30,000 shy of being able to buy our tractor. So I was planning on selling some of the sugar today only because, you know, we got our sugar beet field that we need to harvest. So I'm going to have plenty of sugar beets to go in the near future. So might as well go ahead and sell those. I mean, the sugar price isn't that bad. It's like $9.60. Now, we have seen it over $1,000, but I did that with the bread for a while, and the bread never got back over $1,000. So I think we'll just go ahead and grab the sugar while it's at $9.63, I think it was. I almost have a full trailer, and that should be more than enough for us to be able to buy our new tractor and also make our bank account look pretty darn good for being able to pay our loan interest at midnight. But I'm hoping during the day hours here, the cotton prices are actually dropping. It's almost down to $1,000. So even though we're harvesting cotton, you can't say, well, you can sell cotton later on. Not at that price, we are not. So yeah, what else am I going to sell today? Probably nothing. So yeah, hopefully we get enough sugar to sell, and our greenhouses and the solar power plant will go ahead and take care of the rest of the money that we're going to need. I'm not really parking anything else in here, so this can take up the whole bay. That is fine right there. Yep. I know, the trailer's bigger than the shed. I do need to clean up the pig food a little bit, but we can wait on that in a while. So even though I just cleaned out, and you can still see I'm still making more sugar over there, actually. So what I'll probably do is grab the pallets I got over by the greenhouses, and then I'll grab the extra from the factory itself. Where are we going with said sugar today? Scroll not far enough. Right here, 962 at Timberline Flour Mill. Of course, it'd be up the Northern Plateau. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. The grapes prices not so well either. And I'm going to assume the bread prices are probably trash after selling that much yesterday. Although I don't think I may have like a pallet or two of bread left to sell. But right now we're just going to grab the sugar and head on up to the northwestern part of the map to the Timberline Flour Mill. It looks like I can grab 3 more pallets. Let's try to grab the pallets at the beginning. Let's not grab an empty one. Look at that. I got 3 full pallets sitting there. Alright, so I'll have to enter from this way. Actually, you can kind of see some of the bread right there. So actually, probably got like 8. Oh, wait. Is that going to be 10 pallets? Because I think that holds 20 if I remember correctly. So I got like 10 pallets of bread I could sell if we need to by the end of the day. Let's go ahead and grab 3 of these. Alright, so now time to drive up to the northwestern part of the map. It's going to take me just a few minutes to get there. But not that long, really. So just like a flash, here we are. Pull on in here. And if I hit that button there, right? And then hit this button here. Start selling, unhitch the trailer. Now we have the cash to buy the tractor that we need. So not the way I thought I was going to start the episode, but in a way, kind of, I remember doing some of the things I thought we would be doing. But I do need to get this Volvo truck back down to the Laurel Plateau because he's got to move that trailer around for the harvester, which should be done harvesting that field. Our T8, and now I can just say our T8 because it's the only one we got, has finished seeding this field right here. On the way up around, coming up with the sugar, I came up on the western side of the map, over by the wool/cotton factory. Is it still the wool factory? I forgot what it's called. But anyways, I did find a couple more of the logs that have been thrown from the train. Can I get there with the truck? No, I cannot. It's on the other side of the river. But I found a couple more. They may just sit there. I don't know. But we're going to bring this flatbed down. I'm going to hook up the truck to our grain trailer. I'll unload the combine, and we get the combine going in another cornfield. So we can get this corn harvested today. We're not selling the corn. That's all for the pigs. And yeah, I'll meet you back at the shop, and we'll buy our new Claas tractor, which seems to be on the expensive side. But you know what? That's not the point. It's kind of new, and we're getting one. So yes, the combine has been moved, and he's harvesting the second field of corn. And as you can see, I'm going to run into the fence because I never give that thing any time to get on up. But yeah, the first field we got 84,000 liters, so I'm over here. I am going to feed the pigs, but first thing I need to do is grab our wheel loader and clean them out. And I should be able to top them off with corn today, if anything at all, because now we only have like 360? Is it 360 I end up with? How many pigs have I got? Okay, 325. But they need another like 150,000 liters of beautiful corn. And they should be good for a few days. I do need to give them water, straw, and of course they need to be cleaned out, as we can see here. It's a mess. That is a lot of pig feed on the ground. No, I don't want it to go back in the pile. I want to actually feed the pigs. Thank you. There's a few things about this mod that I don't think I'm feeding them. Am I maxed out somewhere? Because if I'm maxed out... No, I'm not maxed out. It might be going back into the same pile. This morning's not going as I planned. Not at all. There we go. Now it's all going in. Except for that little piece over there. Go ahead, see if I can grab that, if at all, because it is kind of underneath that food trough. No, looks like I got it all. Ish. It's hard to tell. There we go. Emptied out. There, now I can back my truck in and give them as much corn as they so desire. Then I can bring the truck and trailer back on over. And then the combine will be happy. There we go. They should take all this, I would assume. And then, in these 3 fields, after we plow and cultivate them again, we'll put down a crop that we can harvest in a couple days and turn around and sell. Because now I'm starting to get the feeling of getting the loan below 40 million. I know it's kind of hard because now I'm trying to get money to buy a tractor. But that's the goal. Get below 40 million in the next couple of episodes. The cotton, if everything goes well, you know, we can get a couple $100,000 from that. And of course we'll have the sugar beet factory, or the sugar factory, going. We do have some bread to sell. Just wait for the price to be right. Let's go get this back in our cornfield so the harvester has some place to empty out when he needs to. And then we'll head to the store and finally buy the new tractor. We're getting there. I thought I was going to be doing it in the first couple minutes of this episode, and here we are. About halfway through, and don't even have it yet. I should have checked the price first, but I didn't think it was going to be that much more. I could bring the Quad Tech over here and start cultivating field 33, because that is like a $7,500 job. I'm going to park the truck like right over here-ish. I think I might get 90,000 liters off this field as well. And let me just park it like right here, and hopefully he's not in the way. Alright, so as for the pigs at 326, that is looking a lot better. We'll give them straw and water later on. The cleanliness should go up at some point. Let's hop to the shop. Oh, I need to turn the speed back up to ×5. I turned it down to ×1 because I was selling the pigs. Anyways, in here, large tractor, scroll on down. Oops, went right past it. Right here. So, I mean, originally the price, I mean, I'm spending $100,000 to upgrade this. It seems rather expensive. So I'm paying $3,000 for the wide tires and weights. 60 grand for the engine upgrade. Yikes. Yeah, I'll get the GPS. If I don't get the GPS, I will just hate myself for it later on at some point. But 357. Yep, it's all looking good. Let's go ahead and... Yes. So now we're back down to 60 some odd grand. So I need like another 60 grand by midnight. But it's early in the day, and our placeables should get almost that much money. Let me go ahead and change the settings here so that doesn't show up. There. Alright, now we can go up to the Northern Plateau, grab our plow. Now the funny thing is, I just spent like 100 grand more for a tractor that has just a little bit less horsepower. But that's not the point. You know, it's nice to get the Claas tractor on the farm. Now I did say this in Hazard County, and this map is based on the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. Where I am, I'm in the northeastern part of the United States, and I do see Claas equipment around the farms up here. Like the farm closest to me actually has a Claas Jaguar forage harvester. I've seen the balers, and I've seen like the windrower and tedder, but I do not ever see a Claas tractor. I've even seen a Claas harvester, not a forage harvester, but a regular harvester. But not many people around here have tractors. It's mostly Case tractors and New Holland tractors where I am. And Massey Ferguson's starting to stick their nose in around here as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Nope. My new tractor. That's not good. Okay, and now it's there. It was up there, and now it's there. And there's a log right there. Did I drop? This could hurt. Yeah, my new tractor. Anyways, now what? Well, after avoiding disaster with a new tractor and a train and traffic and whatnot, I did get our TA over seeding another field. He's in field number 4 in the northwest. I went down and also emptied out the combine harvester of corn because he was about full again. And I found this interesting on Hazard County when I got the Arion tractor. And I kind of forgot to mention it, but listen to the horn on these things. It's kind of like a mix between the small horn that we have and the large horn that we have. Rather interesting, I thought. Anywho, let's get up to field number 3, which I was trying to do at the beginning of the episode. And I think this might be... We haven't used this plow in ages up here. But we are now. I may actually have to start using this plow on contracts up here just to start bringing a little bit more cash. I mean, if I got tractors up here not doing nothing, if it's a plow job or something, I should just go ahead and accept it and put it to use. It may only be a couple grand, but a couple grand sometimes is all you need. So, yeah, we sold off our pigs, we sold off some sugar, so now I just need, like I said, like another 60 grand for the day. Well, probably a little bit more than that because I'm paying workers. So, like I said, we could sell some of that bread or whatever later on, but that'll probably be next episode because usually my episodes last about half a day or so. I don't know, seems like a rather expensive tractor compared to the T8. I don't know, maybe, not sure. Not sure. I still prefer my T8 though, that's for darn sure. Someone left the combine here. Let's go ahead and unfold this. And I'm not going to be using no GPS or anything like that because we're just going to go ahead and go around, make laps, and do it all by... Can you lower, please? Thank you. Hopefully you're not on allow create fields. No, you're not. So how do you pull the plow along? I know we're going uphill, but you're not yanking on it too good. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't seem to be pulling up the hill that well. It is a smaller horsepower, but not by much. There we go. Now we're getting up to max speed of the plow. But it's all good. It's just a matter of getting a Claas tractor. And yeah, I know, like I said, in Hazard County as well, that these are on the mod hub, some mod hubs here and there. They've been out for months and months. People have made mods, but this is the true Platinum Edition that we're using. And yes, I probably could also make some cash by selling some trees. But that would mean bringing the Volvo truck up here. I don't know. I don't know if I left the logging trailer up here. Maybe I did. But I definitely want to get my fields turned around and maybe we'll do some logging in a couple episodes. Because right now all of our fields are pretty much being harvested and replanted. So they seem to be on the same cycle. So I probably should make some time to come up here and cut down maybe like 3 trailer loads. The one thing I don't know is there a place to sell wood in the upper plateau, or do I have to bring it all down to the lower plateau? Yeah, I don't know of any sell point up here, but there might be one somewhere. But it's not that long of a drive with a Volvo truck. It can get down the hill pretty darn quick. But with my driving, as we just saw a little while ago, yeah, not the best. I thought this tractor would have enough speed to get around that traffic I was trying to get around, and unfortunately there was a car coming down, and that led to a whole big disaster. Yep, one of the logs. I think I found a few of them at this point, maybe like 5 or 6. I just don't remember how many were actually in the train when we ended that episode. I'm going to say probably around 20, so I mean they're around, not worth getting in some cases. But since this field's going to take me a while to plow, it'll look much better if we go ahead and just put on some tunes. So I shall see you probably somewhere in the middle. That's kind of the plan. But yeah, let's get our new tractor into some good use here. Put some labor hours on it. Maybe the engine will free up a little better and give me a little bit more horsepower, because it seems to be just a little bit on the weak side. But anyways, I'll see you in just a little bit.
Something was wrong. Here I was dreaming we got along so perfectly and wordlessly. Had I been there some of the time, I would have seen all of the signs of our fault. I'm sorry, but we had something real, a bit of you, a bit of me. Now I'm swimming through get back again, 'cause we had love enough, a bit of time, a bit of luck. Now
I'm not sure what to think about the Claas tractor. I mean, it looks nice and everything, but like always when I'm when I'm working in the field, I'm thinking about things. I'm trying to compare it to the modded T8. So what is the standard T8 price? All kicked out. So that's wheel setup, engine setup. 435 horsepower, and it sells for 324. But I did this, and I usually do that. So if you want to compare it to not a mod, but we paid what, $370, so $30,000 less. The horsepower is pretty much the same. Right, we're at 435, and this is at what now? Did I go buy it right here? So it has 10 more horsepower for $30,000 more. Yeah, so I shouldn't really compare it too much to the modded T8 compared to the in-game T8. So it's probably pretty close to the same. But I will say it's a nice looking tractor. And it's going to be fun to have it on the farm just to change up what we use for equipment. But I already missed my T8, so what does that mean? We're going to grab the T8. And what is it with this field that they only want to do a little bit of this section here? All right, we'll finish it up here. Put some more wheat down. And then we're going to go plant in the fields next to the farm itself. So in the afternoon hours, probably what we're going to do. Hopefully I get the cornfields done. And when we start next episode, we'll have the root crop harvester doing the sugar beet. And get that right over to the factory and start making some sugar. Because we did see the price of sugar was rising in one of the locations. I forgot where. But if that price gets up high enough, we can sell the sugar and get more than enough cash for us for the midnight hour. But we do have some flour I could sell as well. That's still sitting in the silo. I was going to save it for the pigs, but the pigs really don't need it right at this moment. So I could always make some more oil seed in one shape, form, or another. Well, let's go down and get one or more of these fields planted with wheat. So yeah, in between episodes, I'll finish up harvesting the corn so I can have the truck and trailer over on the western side of the river, and we'll start harvesting our sugar beet, get that to the factory to make some more well, sugar. And that'll be kind of the plan for next episode. So, I mean, this episode didn't quite go the way as I planned. I mean, getting the things done that I wanted to, just not in the order I expected to. Unfold that. Lower that down. But just as I was saying before in Hazard County, that I had a harvester all picked out for that Let's Play, I said, well, I'm going to kind of probably wait until the Platinum Edition comes out to see what Claas has to offer, which I knew was going to be the Lexion, which does look like a really nice harvester, but man, that harvester is expensive. We're talking $500,000 for the Lexion. And you can see that in my Hazard County episode that came out yesterday. I didn't buy it, but I did show it in the store. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. So I better do it again. So yeah, the harvester, if we go here, the Claas Lexion right here. It does hold 18,000 liters. There it is. Not much you can change other than adding the GPS. So yeah, if you add GPS, that puts the price over $500,000. So $504,500 for it. But yeah, it does hold 18,000 liters. Speed is 24. And 790 horsepower. So, I mean, it does look like a really nice harvester. But boy, it's expensive. It's kind of like when the John Deere DLC came out for the cotton. That cotton harvester looks really nice, but man, that thing's expensive. But anyways, here we are. This field right here on the Pacific Northwest always is going to have a special place in my heart for some unknown reason. I think when I played 17, this is the first field that you kind of get. Right here. So maybe that's why I always think of, every time I do this field, it brings back some memories. And right where that green shed is, I had in 17 the modded chicken coop. So I think this field here, I always put down wheat, and then I just unloaded the wheat right into the chickens. And then we always had to go down to a house and sell some eggs. And those chickens, once they got going, I think we had over 1,000 chickens at one point. Speaking of chickens, I wonder how our chickens are doing, but I'm sure they're doing fine. Haven't got any messages that our egg pallets are getting full. But as time passes, those other two coops that we put down a while ago, they're slowly going to get to capacity. And then we'll have tons of eggs to sell. But I'm trying to, I didn't want to buy anything else on this map, but when the Claas DLC, I keep saying Claas DLC, but it's actually the Platinum Edition came out. I said I got to have some piece of equipment on here for Claas. So there we go. We got our tractor. I thought about maybe switching out the harvester, but the masher does pretty darn good for. I could get the Dominator harvester from Claas, but everything's all set up with the masher, so I think we're all set there. So I may just stick with the tractor that we just bought today. At least that's the plan. And as we know here, plans are just that, plans. They get changed in a matter of seconds. I'm guessing by the way things are going here, the way I'm seeding, I'm thinking the seed drill probably needs to be repaired. Because we're only going at 11. I think the seed drill is supposed to seed at 16? Or maybe it is only 12 miles an hour in this one. But yes, now that we're doing the corn in the lower plateau, I'm probably going to get the John Deere plowing the fields as well, the corn fields. He's going to have plenty of fields to plow because, yeah, I got all those 3 corn fields. We got the sugar beet field I'm going to need to plow. The question is, what am I going to do with the sugar beet field? Am I just going to put cotton back into it, or am I just going to keep planting sugar beet into it to keep our sugar factory in use? And probably it's going to be the latter. Why have a sugar factory and not feed it the product that it needs? So I think we'll just keep putting down some sugar beet. Plus, it'll let us use a root crop harvester. after I probably said I don't want to do root crop harvesting anymore, and the next thing I do is I put down a sugar factory to where I need sugar beet or sugar cane. I did think about doing sugar cane for a little bit, but then I would need, well, I would have to swap out harvesters, or not swap out, but buy another harvester. And yeah, I'm trying not to spend the money at this point. I would like to, like I said, dig into that loan, get the loan below $40 million, because that would look nice, and at some point get the loan low enough to where the interest, we're only paying like less than 100 grand of interest per night. If we ever get it to where the placeables equal our loan interest at midnight, that'd be great, because that means any extra money I make, I can actually pay off the loan. It's just a long process. But some people already talk. I've talked a little bit about FS21 coming out probably at this point sometime next year, and people already talking about what they would like to see in FS21. And people say, well, like Silver News was talking about it the other day, and he was saying, it's actually not that early, because I would assume they are making FS21, and this is stuff they would have to put in, be making to the game now. You don't want to say it 2 months before it comes out, saying, hey, I'd like to see this, because they're like, well, the game's pretty much, they're pretty much done making the game. They're just out testing it, make sure there's no problems with it. And he went over some pretty decent things. Like you said, you like to see seasons in it, natural disasters. I would like to see something like challenges, kind of like what we're doing here. We gave ourselves a $50 million loan that we got to pay off. Because the only reason why I do that kind of a thing, because it's kind of hard to go broke in Farming Simulator. I mean, you could really screw up really bad, and it's kind of hard to go broke. I mean, yeah, you could be in the red pretty good, but as long as you own some fields and some equipment, you can always make a comeback. Which is kind of like what we're doing here. I mean, if I were to sell everything on this farm, I don't have enough cash to pay off that $40 million debt at all. I think if I sold off the entire farm, all the equipment, everything I own, I don't think I'll even reach $20 million. So that's why we need to dig into it. But I bought this farm with a $50 million loan to pay off, and I agreed to it because I'm an idiot. But it's a challenge and it's fun. At least for me it is. Alright, one more pass here, and then what I'll probably do is set him off on a worker. And I'll be going down to Lower Plateau to sort out the combine and the tractor trailer. I didn't see the message that he was done harvesting that field, but I'm pretty sure he is. Maybe I'll even get the John Deere going and start plowing some fields. But when we come back next episode, I'm pretty sure we'll have the Volvo truck and our grain trailer over on the western side. We'll have our harvester ready to go. I actually have to bring the harvester back over to the east side to grab the sugar beet header, because that is actually over by our sheds, over by the cow pasture. But we'll be harvesting the sugar beet. Get that sugar beet right over to the sugar factory to make some more sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Honey, honey. Anyone? No? Okay. Song too old for most of you? Probably is. Alright, let's get this this fella. Actually, what I need to do, I need to make one pass because some idiot put a sheep pasture down on the other side. It's just a little bit too close. So I gotta do one headland to kind of, because he will, or whoever the worker is, I always say he, but the worker will try to climb the fence at the sheep pasture for some unknown reason. And what I'll probably do before I send him up to field number 3, the field that we just plowed, I will have to probably put more seed in here, because I don't want to get all the way up there and get like halfway done and find out I didn't bring enough seed up with me, so I might as well top it off. And I think I'll repair the seed drill as well, because I think it needs it. You can see the chickens over there. You can see the egg boxes in the pallets. And look at that, right at noon, and we're ending the episode pretty much. Yeah, so we're up to $70,000, which is good. So even though I'm hiring workers, we are making a profit as we go along each hour, thanks to all the greenhouses, the solar power plant, And I shouldn't mention, because I did think about it for a minute. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do it. So you know how I keep calling the vineyard where we make grapes? And I keep saying, oh yeah, there's wine here. There is now a placeable called the winery. So of course you need grapes to make wine. And I'm like, nope, not going to do it. I really don't have a place to put it because I need to buy land. And really, like I said, my goal at this point is to start getting this loan below $40 million. Yes, they are done harvesting here. Our cotton harvester is going along well. So as for sugar, yeah, we delivered up here. That price dropped by 200, but you can see this price is up to 880. So hopefully that keeps climbing up. Grapes, yeah, the price is so-so. I mean, we're just feeding that manure and water to make grapes. As for sunflower, like I said, I could sell some sunflower. We do have a lot. Ooh, $815 at the bakery. That's not bad. And of course, all the wheat that we have is being saved for the animals. Barley will always be made for the bakery. Oats are for the horses. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I said I was going to give them water and straw. Remind me, like you're going to be able to remind me, I need to get to that. How are the chickens doing? Oh, wait, chickens. Yeah, they're fine. The cows are still doing okay. The horses could use some water and such. So, yeah, probably while the root crop harvester is going to town on the sugar beet, we'll go ahead and take care of the pigs a little bit. Oh, take care of them as well as we can, and the horses as well. By the time we come back, this field should be seeded. Does this need to be? Nope. Okay, so it doesn't need any lime or anything like that. So that's good to go. Yeah, I'll have the John Deere plowing this. And maybe I'll bring the Case Quad over here and he'll start cultivating field 33, get that contract done, and then he can follow up behind the John Deere while we're busy over here in this little section right now. But let's just jump back to here for a second. So this is our new purchase for today. Yeah, it kind of set us back like maybe we'll just say 200 grand-ish, somewhere in about there, just to go ahead and get a tractor that we kind of need to replace the one that we sold. But instead of having two T8s, now we got a little bit of a mixture. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time with the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.